Hello. Today we're going to talk about the cat and cow yoga pose. It's a very simple movement, but to get it right you get so much more out of it. We use the movement, the asana, to lengthen the spine, to bring mobilisation to the spine, and to lengthen the tissues, both the front and the back of the body, so the posterior and the anterior chain. But we can also use it to really get our stabilising muscles engaged so that we create a safe and very fluid movement without exacerbating weaknesses in the spine. So to do the cat and cow, we're going to start off on all fours. And I'm going to show you to begin with the common mistake that people make when they do this exercise. What you commonly see is people lifting from the thoracic spine. This is an area that's very weak in people. Here, just across the back of the shoulders. It's a very weak area, and it contributes to the poor posture where we see people in that rounded posture. They become weak here, these muscles become too long, these muscles become too tight, and people are in that rounded posture. So we don't want to encourage that posture when we do any of our poses. So the correct way to set up is to have the knees directly lined underneath the hips and the hands directly lined underneath the shoulders. Very important is what we do with our hands. We need to make sure they're completely open and totally engaged with the ground surface, because we need to be able to push into the hands to engage the shoulders. Otherwise the shoulders are lax here and you're not going to be using your stabilising muscles. So we're going to push into the hands to stabilise the shoulders. We're going to push into the knees so that we stabilise the hips. And then we start, instead of starting from here, we're going to start with the pelvis, and we're going to tip the pelvis outwards, and then we're going to slowly drop the stomach, drop the ribs, drop the chest, lift the head. Now, really important, push into the hands to get that last bit of stretch. And then to take the spine in the other direction, we're going to tuck the pelvis under, we're going to lift up into the belly, then we lift up the diaphragm, we lift up under the ribs, lift the chest and look towards the navel. Push into the hands here. And then we go again, so the pelvis lifts out. We drop the belly. We drop the middle of the ribs. We drop the chest. We lift the head. We push into the hands. Feel that stretch all down the front of the body. Then we tuck the pelvis under. We suck the belly up. We drop through the ribs, the chest, we push into the hands and we look towards the navel. And then we finish by bringing the spine back into neutral and looking long away from our hands so our spine's nice and straight. So that's how to do a cat and a cow with the most efficiency so we get the best from our poses. I wish you a beautiful day and a lovely practice. Namaste.